If you could please give us a brief list of your qualifications.
Well, look, actions speak louder than words. I mean, the good thing about being an incumbent, or necessarily the bad thing is, you run on your record. Our record is strong. Look, I'm very, very proud of the accomplishments that we have in our infrastructure programs. Look at what we did with drainage. We've invested more than $160 million in drainage. We've added more than 1.25 billion gallons of storage to our drainage system. If you look at our local roads, we've paved and resurfaced more than 210 miles of local roads. That is a lot in less than one term. I mean, that's huge. If you look at our investments in our public safety with police protection, we've added a precinct downtown. We've added 20 spots of patrol officers. We've always invested in the equipment that they need. We revamped our parks and recreation, how we patrol that, and took it away from park police, which I tell you, those guys they worked hard, and I was honored to serve with them, but they work 8 to 5, 35 parks with 7 people. You couldn't really cover all the parks, so we put that with the Lafayette Police Department, and Chief and the command staff has done a wonderful job. One thing I'm really excited about is our investments in quality of life. And I have to admit, when I got in office, quality of life, because everybody ran in this position, everybody ran on drainage. It was 2019, 2.5 years, 3 years after the flood of 2016, devastating. 2019, we had some flash flood events. But I wasn't as learned on our quality of life measures coming into office. It didn't take me but probably a couple months to realize how important that was. But if you look at our investments in quality of life, adding a super baseball and softball complex to Brown Park, investing in a disinvested area, actions speak louder than words. But this park is going to complement Youngsville and Broussard and other investments in our parish. We don't want to compete with, we want to complement to bring these national and regional tournaments here. If you look at Moore Park, bringing a major soccer complex right here in the heart of Lafayette, right in the parish, right in the Acadiana, where it's going to be able to compete with facilities in Alabama, Arkansas, and Texas. We want those guys coming to Lafayette. Skate Park that we just broke ground on. All 3 of those facilities are not pie in the sky. These are real projects going on right now. But one thing we're really excited about, a few weeks ago, we announced that we're bringing in a world-class multi-sport indoor facility here to Lafayette. The floor of that facility is going to be 3 times larger than the floor of the Cajun Dome. Again, not to compete with the Cajun Dome, it's a different avenue, but something that can complement, and so many, revamping Parks and Rec, making sure the parks are cut, or the grass is cut, the trash is picked up, our programs. Look at our summer camp programs. Before we got in office, it was about 1 to 2 rec centers, at max 2, that were having programs for our children. Now, the last 2 years, we have all of our activity centers and rec centers programmed out, changing that leadership, changing that culture over there to bring a first-class operation. And then our economy, Taylor, is booming. Look, I'm so blessed. We've worked hard to create a culture of excellence, a culture of welcoming for family and businesses. You look at Lafayette's unemployment at 2.8%, being the lowest in the state. That didn't happen by accident. In COVID, when Baton Rouge shut us down during COVID, we were the first parish to open up our economy. I stood strong with my fellow mayors in our parish. We worked with our councils, we worked with stakeholders, and we made sure we sent a resounding message to the world that Lafayette is open for business. Now our economy is more diversified than it ever has been. So I would say, yes, actions speak louder than words, and our plan. Look, we're the only candidate talking about ideas. We're the only candidate talking about a platform. I don't need to spend 95, 98, 100% of my time attacking someone. I want greatness for our parish. And I'm excited about what we have coming up in continuing our aggressive road overlay program, continue our infrastructure efforts, continue to invest in public safety and fire protection and police protection, and building those relationships and building those resources so these guys can do their jobs, invest in quality of life, and to keep making our economy roaring. That's the future we have under our administration, and it is bright.
Thank you for that answer. And going off of that, why do you want to be mayor president?
Public service, giving back. I still feel, the best answer I can give is I still feel called to do it. If I didn't feel called to do it, I wouldn't do it. I mean, this is long hours. It can be stressful. And God has blessed me with a lot of things in my life, but I feel called to do it. I feel that same calling that I did to join the military. When I joined the military, it was just a desire to give back, a desire to serve something greater than myself. And now, I feel that same calling, and we'll take it one term at a time. If the great people of Lafayette send me back for another term, we'll reevaluate in 3 or 4 years, see if we still feel that energy. But I know this: if I couldn't give 100%, I wouldn't do it. So I'm all in, and I love this community. I raised my children here. My kids go to school in Lafayette, or went to school. They're in college now, except one. And but I believe in Lafayette. I believe in our people, and I believe in our future.
And what do you believe to be the single greatest challenge facing Lafayette Parish?
to make sure that we keep up with our infrastructure program to match our growth. When you look at Louisiana and you see all this out-migration of talent, you see all these jobs leaving, you see all these families leaving, you don't see that in Lafayette. Businesses and families are flocking to our parish, and that's going to take us to continue to work well together, all municipalities in Lafayette, because let's face it, geographically, Lafayette's not really a big parish. Population-wise, we got 250,000 people roughly in this parish, so that's a lot of people on top of each other. So working with my fellow mayors, and I'm proud to have the endorsement of every single mayor, every single chief of police in this parish, our sheriff, our district attorney. That's a resounding sign of support from people that I work with that see us day in and day out. And I got to tell you, Taylor, we continue this infrastructure program, we won't have the problems of other cities and parishes and counties across our country that they're seeing.
I hear you. And do you have any specific plans to address the issues you see?
Yeah, look, in what regard?
Just regarding the greatest challenge facing Lafayette Parish in that matter.
We got to continue with our efficiencies. Little things go a long way. Take our road overlay program. Just now, we had to work with legal over the last year to make sure we could do this, but just bidding our overlay structures, our overlay programs, as soon as the budget is passed, knowing that it won't go into effect till November 1st, that speeds up that process 2 or 3 months at a time. One example of many, but making sure that we're continue to let science drive our engineering efforts and our detention efforts and our conveyance efforts and drainage, but to continue to focus on the things that got us here. What got us to this great booming economy? It's creating a culture of yes. It's making sure that our processes in permitting and zoning are responsible, because you got some rules and you got to make sure things are safe, but make sure that we're eliminating bureaucracy that's needless. Some dose of bureaucracy is always going to be there, but if we can streamline some of these services and streamline some of the processes for businesses that want to invest in Lafayette, which we've done over the last 4 years, that's going to continue to drive the success that we're seeing.
Now, you mentioned economy. That's obviously a big factor here.
Yeah.
What do you think that the priority should be when it comes to Lafayette's economy?
Got to continue to keep this culture of yes. Keep this culture of it's an inviting place to do businesses, to raise a family. There's strong quality of life. There's strong workforce development. That's part of the plan as we develop our economy, and that takes a lot of people. Government can't do that better than the private sector, and some of these stakeholders that are designed to do that, like Lead in 1A, great teamwork, great team effort here. But look, again, government has to keep doing what government's supposed to do. Before we got in office, government was big. Government was larger than it should be. When we got in, we streamlined a lot of things. We created a lot of efficiencies. And now we have a culture where it's inviting to come to Lafayette. And the results, look, again, talk is cheap. I mean, people run for office and talk all the time. Actions speak louder than words. And look, I'm proud to represent everyone. I mean, if you look at our investments, I mean, we've invested in areas that are severely disinvested. The north side of Lafayette, I mean, investing more than $200 million in major infrastructure projects there and quality of life measures there that, you had politicians talk 40, 50 years about investing in those areas. But again, action speaks louder than words. But if you look at our drainage comprehensive plan, if you look at our infrastructure plans, if you look at our utility plans and our road work and what we're doing with our economy, there's no better place to be than Lafayette Parish right now.
Thank you for that answer. And what do you believe the relationship should be between the mayor-president's office and, say, city and parish councils? And then specifically, what do you think the balance of power should look like?
Well, the balance of power is there. It's in our charter. We are branches of government that are separate, but we work together. And it has to be healthy, and it has to be honest, and it has to be transparent. And look, I learned maybe the hard way. Sometimes you don't have to fight every battle. Sometimes, just because you can doesn't mean you should. And my relationship now with both councils is stronger than it ever has been. And I'm thankful for that, because I need them. You got to keep in mind, all these drainage projects, all these road projects, I can't do any of that without them. Every single project we do is approved by the councils, and I appreciate their service. We have some new council members coming in. I can't wait to work with them if the folks send me back, and I know we're going to do great things together. I believe in that. But you got to have open dialogue. Since I've been in office, I've always invited the council to have at least once a month meetings with me one-on-one, and if they ever need me for more than that, I've always make time for them. And anybody that comes to me in good faith and wants to help people, my door's wide open. And I'll be the first to say we're all going to leave our ego at the door.
I hear you. And historically, the parish has needs, specifically capital needs, and those far technically exceed its income rather. What do you think the solution is to this ongoing issue? And specifically, what is your position regarding the use of city funds covering parish needs?
Well, that doesn't happen. So before I got in office, it was happening. specifically in the area of parks and recreation. We have a city millage in parks and recreation, and we have a general fund, city general fund. Before we took office, there were city dollars being sent outside the city for that department, and we didn't think that was right. So we worked with the council and we changed those policies. Now you can't just cut it and have that can't be your solution. So you got to be a lot more proactive than that. And that's what we did, and that's what we're going to continue to do. So we worked with our municipalities. They took over those parks in their respective municipalities that were parish parks. And we still have one. We still have two more that we need to work on. Maybe a public-private partnership or some other entity that could come in and work with us to take the financial burden off the parish. But I do want to dispel some rumors. A lot of times you'll hear, "Oh, the parish is broke." The parish is not broke. The parish is absolutely well funded, but we had to change some of our fiscal policies. When we took office, we were forecasted to be at $50,000 at the end of the first fiscal year of being in office in our parish general fund. That is extremely scary. And now we're way above where our auditor wants, where our auditor needs us to be, a couple $1 million in the general fund of the parish. And same thing on the city side. We inherited an $18 million deficit. COVID hits, another $10 million forecasted deficit. That's $28 million. We cut $29 million the first year, but we focused on our priorities. Even though we made the necessary cuts, we still invested in infrastructure. We increased our investment in drainage, in traffic roads and bridges, in public safety, both police and fire protection. Matter of fact, across our country, when all these very woke and extreme policies across some of these metropolitan areas defunding the police, we actually gave our police officers a pay raise, and I don't regret that, and I think we should do more, and we will do more.